Chick-fil-A. He was sitting down. I was walking home from work, and he called me over, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I usually don't go to guys, especially if they don't come to me, but I did. Long story short, we exchanged numbers, and that was that. Split ways. He contacted me a couple months later. He's this big producer guy, so I won't name him, but we decided to go to the movies where I live, and I live near the Grove. So we went to the movies. I met him there, and we decided to see a funny movie. So we go into the Grove, and we buy a ticket, and then he stands in the middle of the lobby. So I'm in heels, and I'm like, okay, let's go over here and sit down and wait for another 30 minutes until the movie starts. So we do, and he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right. So we sit there, we talk. Fast forward in the movies. He is eating popcorn, and there's a preview that comes on of a song that he wrote. So he's like singing and laughing out all loud, and he's just in the movie theater, like we're in the back, it's full, it's opening night of this movie, and he goes, the song is Can We Go Back? So he busts out like, Can we go back? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this man, what the hell did I just get myself into? Fast forward until after the movie stops. So the movie's done, we walk back to my place. I decided to have him come over. So we're walking, and he decides to reflect on the fact that I asked him to sit down when we were waiting. And he's like, you know, my mother always told me not to go with the flow of things. And I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way to stand up because everybody is sitting down. I have on 3-inch heels on, so I decided to sit my ass down. So we're walking, talking some more. I'm pretending to enjoy his company. And we get to my room. Now, what I forgot to mention was when I met him, he didn't stand up. So I'm in my 3-inch heels, and I finally get to see him and walk with him and trying to get to see, you know, what kind of man this is. He's shorter than me. So I like 6 feet tall guys, but he had the body of a goddess, so I decided to just look past the fact that I'm looking down on him. So we're in our room, we're talking. Not only is he this big producer, but he's also an amazing basketball player. So he decides to get his little ass up in my room while he's talking, trying to impress himself. He's very cocky, and he's just telling me how he was at the courts, and he was going around and shooting hoops and all of this. And I'm just sitting there, and I am ready to kick him out of my apartment. So to end the night, I thanked him for a good day, but I pulled on one of those, I'm tired, I gotta get to work in the morning. We are going to have to take this into another day. Because you need a ride home because he doesn't drive, but he's a big producer, whatever. We're going to get past that as well.